1, Javier Lopez. Number 3, Jordan Lampard. Number 4, the captain tonight, Marko Jankovic. Number 5, Jake Marshall. Number 7, Andy Brennan. Number 8, Mario Garcia. Number 21, Ross Archibald. Number 22, Max Nicola. Number 24, Noel Bernardo. Number 27, Jack Painter Andrews. And number 35, Mihailo Marinkovic. Substitutes for South Melbourne this evening. Goalkeeper number 20, Willem Lejeune. Number 6, Lucas Glaser. Number 9, Harrison Sawyer. Number 16, Emil Hayos. Number 23, Morgan Evans. And number 80, George Titinaris. I'll have the home team line up shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the team line up for Heidelberg United this evening in this Dockerty Cup playoff game. Goalkeeper, number 1, Yaron Souza. Number 3, Ben Collins. Number 4, Jamal Ali. Number 5, Aidan Kanahakic. Number 6.
And welcome to HUFC TV on a crisp, wintry July evening, and I tell you what, it's bloody cold. It's like sitting on top of Mount Kosciuszko right now. If you're at home and you're close to the ground, normally Kenny Taylor, who's with me tonight, I'd say to you, get down here for a big one tonight. It's the big derby again, South Melbourne here against Heidelberg United. It's a cup tie tonight. One team goes on to the semi-finals of the Dockerty Cup, one team goes home. But on this particular occasion, if you've got your dressing gown on and some woolly slippers and you're sitting comfy at home, bloody well stay there because it's freezing. Yeah. Kenny Taylor, how are you? The magic, the lure of the cup, and a lot of people are dismissive of the Dockerty Cup, but it's 114 years old. The trophy is the oldest sporting trophy in the country.
Very prestigious cup, and look, again, obviously they met a few weeks ago, and I said I think that night or that day it was like a cup tie. And once again, but this is a cup tie. So again, there's if you win, you're through. If you lose, you're out. So, but again, it's a beautiful Scottish summer night here.
Oh, jeez.
Icicles. But no, look, the thing is, the team Heidelberg did pretty well at the weekend.
I need a chisel to get my feet off the ground at the end of the game.
Well, Heidelberg did pretty well at the weekend against Avondale, I believe. I didn't actually see any of the game, but my understanding was that they played really well, and hopefully they can reproduce that tonight.
Well,
they've got a couple of new signings, I believe. Is that right?
They have, and we can talk about them as we go along. Don't forget, of course, 22 games now is the undefeated. This is the best ever run at Olympic Village by any Heidelberg United team since 1982 when they moved here. A minute's silence. We'll just go with that. It's, of course, for Peter Chasanidis. So, Vale Peter Chasanidis is another great club man who was lost during the week, and to his friends and family, commiserations on this Dockerty Cup evening. This is where 5 teams become 4. It's a very odd sort of configuration, but it happens every time, each year. I'm sorry, the semi-finals are set, but one of 2 teams, because we get 5 teams into the Australia Cup, of course, in the latter rounds. So this one decides who goes into the semi-finals. One semi-final is Oakley against 3rd Division Melbourne, Serbia, which is a huge matchup. And the other one, well, of course, the winner of this one tonight will host Hume City in the other semi-final. The Warriors have been to this playoff game twice in recent years. In 2022, they beat Green Gully. 2018, they beat Avondale in this playoff game. They've never lost in this particular round of the competition, this odd round of the competition. There's South Melbourne Hellas out there in the all-white away trim this afternoon, or this evening, on this Wednesday night. They'll be heading to the right of screen down toward the social club end, and of course the new concession stall there and all sorts of business. So much work has been done at this ground over the years. Kenny Taylor,
yeah,
you would have seen it
as well. Yeah, as I say, we had a chat to Steve, the president, brother. Harry, he was just letting us know what's actually happening. So there is a lot of things happening. So again, we're just hopeful that I'm sure it'll be a very competitive game. Hellas obviously be smarting from the last time they were here. Obviously this is a bit of a bogey ground, as you mentioned the last time.
They've lost 5 on the trot. They haven't won here. They've lost a couple of grand finals and 3 home and away games. So it has become something of a bogey ground. The all-white strip, South Melbourne, Hellas heading to the right of screen. As we said, the Warriors to the left of screen, and it'll be Hellas will get first use of the footy, and the man on the ball is Andy Brennan. And we're not away to a start because the referee had sorted off to have a conversation.
Somebody's got to fix the net.
Which one?
Oh, the fisherman. Findus the fisherman up there.
It's not that bad.
It might have been one of my. It might have been one of my shots. Just put a hole in the net. I don't think so.
Oh, Kenny Taylor. The Dockerty Cup.
I've probably turned half the people off now.
I was reflecting this morning. I covered my first Dockerty Cup final in 1980. It was Melbourne, Croatia against Brunswick Juventus, and that was when the Cup was 72 years old.
Jeez.
It's now 116
God.
years old. So that sort of carbon dates me. But I'm looking forward to this one. The Derby games, they always bring something rich and something vibrant and something passionate, don't they, Kenny?
Oh yes, as I say, from a crowd perspective, again, there's probably a bit more people than actually what I thought. There's a lot more people coming in now and it's set, and again, there's probably a few Hellas supporters here as well. So they're thinking of fixed the net, fisherman's net's fixed. So
I wish some of the crowd had gathered around us. So a little bit of
put the fire on.
a bit of body heat would be lovely right now. So I think we're ready to rock and roll. Andy Brennan, take 2, and off we go in this cup tie. Ross Archibald, the veteran, and Ellis bomb it long, big leap in the air. And the contest is on in earnest. I reckon we're going to get a miss coming in off the Merry Creek there at some point. Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers.
Well, this is certainly a night that, as I say, it's very brisk, as I say.
It's bloody freezing.
Bloody freezing, you're right. But
What are you
this is
talking
a night you want to actually make sure you're moving about, a lot of moving, because try and keep yourself warm.
It's not great. But I'll tell you, hopefully the action will be pretty vibrant, pretty hot out there this evening. That's Archibald again. Jake Marshall, and I tell you what, there was an explosion waiting to happen, and it was Asashi Yokokawa who scored that blistering goal to win the game a couple of weeks back. Turned upfield by AJ, takes a cannon out of play, and it's going to throw into the Warriors. The skipper Adrian Zara, South Melbourne's erstwhile skipper, big Harrison Sawyer is on the bench for them tonight. The chase is on, and the ball across goal. Who was that? I reckon that was Marinkovic in the end that got the shot, and it was off the line. So first body blow.
Yeah, he got himself in front of the defender there, and obviously he got a strike on target. But as I said, keeper made a great save.
So it's going to be a throw into South Melbourne. Painter Andrews. That's a good business name if your name was Andrew. Painter Andrews with the big long hurl to the near post. That was terrific. Arched the back and went airborne. Did Zara to clear it. Warriors still on the back foot though. South Melbourne looking to make the same sort of statement as the Warriors made a couple of weeks ago in the home and away game. Get an early goal. Mikola turns it into the danger zone. It was misjudged in the air. Ellis again with the chance. Brennan waits, gives, and tried to thread it through a sea of legs. Nothing doing. Brennan again. This time he stabs it outside. Hooked in by Painter Andrews. Away. This is great pressure. Good stuff from South Melbourne to start the contest. That was Yankovic, I think, launched that one in the end. Yeah, so they are making some sort of a statement, South Melbourne, right now.
I think they're on the front foot. The Bergers just have to make sure that they keep the discipline at the back and obviously clear their lines as best they can. So, but certainly, as I mentioned, at the start of the game, with Hellas want to try and have a better fist of it than they did the last time.
Well, they've come in like a high tide at Port Melbourne. Right. What's funny about that? You ever been caught on the beach at high tide at Port?
Can't swim.
Well, you'd know the danger of that.
Correct.
So
but no, it's and obviously there's both sides. There's changes in the personnel, so that changes the dynamics of the game. So.
The Warriors
it's a great ball.
On the march, almost over the top for Olsen. Good judgment by Yankovic to relieve the pressure. Anthony Lesiotis, well, he brought it to ground, but it rolled away from him. South Melbourne will get the big steal. Brennan been in everything early. Spins like Nureyev out of trouble. Pops it outside. The runner is Bonada. The goalkeeper, Yaron Souza, is on deck. And the Warriors will just try and settle it down now. Settle it down, boys. 3:40 played, no score. Kenny Taylor.
Just got a couple of passes just to get your confidence up, and pressure's there to a certain extent, but they're letting them play a wee bit, which is good. But the big thing for Heidelberg as well, they look as if they're playing like 2 up, 2 wide, and obviously one through the middle.
Oh, Yokokawa, he judged that to perfection. It was centimetre perfect for Olsen. Olsen driven wide toward the corner flag at the southern road end. Olsen tried to take his marker out of it, nothing doing. Well, he kept possession, but he was going nowhere against the defender. Lesiotis. Olsen, Yokokawa drives deep, gets to the line, he skids onto the turf. And what are they calling it?
Back.
Are you on air tonight, Buffett?
No.
Then don't make any comments because that's Spielberg.
He's given a free kick.
Yeah, just shut up.
It was just a. No, it was just.
Please get off the line. Yeah, we'll stop talking. That's.
Here we go.
Good on you. All right, so it's a 0-0 game. It's Dockerty Cup action. 5 becomes 4 tonight. The winner of this one will host Hume in the semi-finals. The Warriors have been to the semis 3 years in a row.
I think the good thing in this situation, the Warriors, at least he's had a goal. He's tried to get past the defender sort of thing, and he's got the reward. They've got a free kick, so this is he just needs some movement here.
Kenny Taylor, who's getting accustomed to the weather because he's heading home to Scotland for a bit of a holiday very shortly.
Tell all the bloody burglars that, thanks.
He says if the burglars will, that's pretty sure they're not listening to us. Free kick Warriors, 0-0 game, near post was the leap from Leslie goes round the corner. And that was Big Ben Collins.
Yeah, it was as well.
What's
happened here?
Holy moly.
Here we go.
I'll tell you what,
no. Handbags at 15 paces here.
He's calling a referee over.
They have turned
I just
turned the heat up real damn quick.
I just thought it just fell over. So it was a clash, but anyway. Good band, by the way, Clash.
They were a good band, weren't they? London Calling.
I wonder if he's going to...
So the referee's having... it's become a Senate hearing out there, hasn't he? Hasn't it, Luke? He's taking...
what one's Donald Trump?
He's taking evidence from several people. Did we see a card? I don't think we did.
No, he hasn't given any cards. I think he's just let it go.
Can we just adjust the volume there a little bit? Thank you, boys. It's a wee bit loud. It's a corner to the Warriors in a scoreless game. We played 6.5. It's about the time they scored in the home and away game recently. Big leap at the far post. It was a great leap. It was Ben Collins again. The ball cannons away and bounces over the line. It's another corner. So the pressure was on at the other end in the opening stanza, and now it's on down at that Southern Road end. Thank you very much, boys. It's going to be another corner of the Warriors. We're scoreless in this cup tie. Winner is on to the semis. That sits perfectly in the hot spot. It takes a bounce. It lobs and bounces and tantalises and teased over the bar.
The keeper was a bit dicey there. That was the second time. The one before, the last corner, he actually came for it. Never going to get it. And that one there was very similar. So a good bit of pressure from the boys. It
reminds me a bit the first couple of rounds of Frazier versus Ali in the Thriller in Manila. They just came out and pounded each other early on. You'd remember that, Kenny. You're a huge boxing fan.
1980, I think it was.
No, it wasn't, but anyway.
I'm a big boxing fan, yeah.
All right, it's a scoreless game. Kenny Taylor on deck for the HUFC TV tonight. Well played by Ben Collins, but that is in the end back in the hands of, the feet of Yaron Souza. There's the skipper, Adrian Zara. Issues instructions and pounds it upfield. Archibald, who's got the skipper's armband, I think, on tonight. Harrison Sawyer, as we mentioned, their top scorer this year, 13 in the league and I think about 5 in the cup for Sawyer, but he's on the bench tonight. South Melbourne have lost 2 of their last 3 in the league, but maintain top place on the NPL ladder here in Victoria. Jake Marshall. Back for Javier Lopez. I tell you what, the contest is on in earnest, though. Zara popped one awkwardly. Well done by Lesiotis. It looped. There's no form to this game yet. No, it's just a mad scramble, isn't it? Mazis, the drift and roll inside onto his right. It got away from him in the end. Marinkovic hooks it upfield toward half field.
That's better.
Well done by AJ. Gentle for Zara. Idara. It feels, doesn't it, Kenny, the way they've approached it like a cup tie.
Oh, I think as well, they're just they just need a wee bit more movement. Again, with them playing too wide, and obviously the boy through the middle, but they just need a bit more movement up front. So at least gives the midfield players a bit more of a target to play into. So, but again, look, it's pretty competitive. Hellas have, they're kind of pressing the ball as best they can, and it's pretty even at the moment.
It was a thriller-diller in the league a couple of weeks ago.
Without doubt. And I think it's like any type of game. You get a goal. Possibly nothing. Anyway, it's
jeez. I tell you, that was Yokakawa, wasn't it? He went spinning through the air like a.
He's actually not knocked out. I think he's done his shoulder.
Well, you saw it. He actually literally went airborne.
It's not the ball out. It's not the ball out. And you get it back.
I think he wants to get back into the action.
No, it's not too bad.
He's alive.
Yeah.
They're resilient, the Japanese.
That was my famous word for the last gig, resilience. But no, it's as I said before, it's pretty even at the minute. Nobody's really kind of taking command. Again, a lot of the game obviously is done in the middle. The middle's quite competitive.
So we've played 10 and 1/2, and it's scoreless here at Olympic Village on this Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
Ken Taylor joining us, John Byrne on camera, Spielberg. Would love us.
Spielberg comments.
Spielberg on special comments that only we can hear.
No, everyone can hear now.
He's now.
Oh, good as gold.
Obviously, he's signed a new contract.
Jake Marshall powers it upfield, away by Collins. Well, that's a hit and hope. That's gone Sputnik height spinning through space and into the arms of Yaron Souza at the social club in Zara. Oops, just clipped away from him by Andy Brennan. It's going to be a Warriors ball. Zara waits for an option. Zara unsure. Yeah, hits Yokakawa. Good toe poke outside. Mazis got some space. Oh, he spots the run on the far side. It's Olsen. Olsen off the midriff, hooks it back in, and just got the ankle. Got the angle a little bit. Well, it must have
took a deflection, so he got his corner. But at least he's got something for his trouble. But.
So we've played 12 minutes, and the Warriors and South Melbourne Hellas are locked at 0-0. It's been a thumping struggle already. It's like jumping on the best ride at Movie World up there in Queensland.
The Batman ride.
I don't think they even have that anymore.
Probably not. That's the longest since I've been there. I think, as I say, first 5 minutes, Hellas were quite efficient. But the Bergers are right into it now.
They have come back in withering fashion and right into the hot spot. There was a sea of players went up, hooked over the head by, I think it was Mazis. This is such a good contest right now. It's really on for young and old. Barcia, acrobatic, over the shoulder. No quarter given, no quarter asked. And, well, the game is sometimes measured in centimetres, and that time Painter Andrews had to be responsible for a couple. He went back according to the referee. AJ was really assertive in the contest then. Lesiotis on the deck for Collins, and he angled it back for Yaron Sosa at the social club end again. Zara, really good crowd build up on this Wednesday night. It's fantastic stuff. That was a big win by Marinkovic. Almost turned over. Idara couldn't control it.
Got to win it again.
Max Mikula, he drives against 1, against 2. And the referee, good refereeing. Really good refereeing, Kenny.
He played for that.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't get anything, so...
He's letting everything go at the moment.
Yeah, this is fair enough.
The referee, who's... I try not to mention the referee's name in case I bag him later on, but the ref's doing a terrific job right now. He's letting them play. They're big boys. Well done by Idara. Held his ground. Benny Collins backed himself, and it trickled away for him.
Just have to push up.
And now it's Jamal Ali. Ali, long striding, goes inboard for Olsen. This is a ripper game, Kenny. I'm glad I'm not sitting by the gas heater at home right now.
So that's an instance there where, and I've said this, actually said to Jimmy Campbell in the way in, the linesman, the game's pretty quick. The linesman's not up with play. He's about 5 yards behind there. I thought the guy was probably slightly offside, but he obviously got away with it. And but no, it's good. You just got to make sure if they're all pressured together.
They've been demoted now. They're not linesmen anymore.
Oh, yes,
they're assistant referee.
Oh, please. Did they get any more money for that?
I don't want to be. I maintain. I bet you they hate that. They're going, I'm no one's assistant, mate. I'm a linesman.
Yeah, but see, but it's all said and done. If they aspire to be like players and get to the highest level, you know, they want to be a linesman at the World Cup, or they want to be, you know, same to referees. They want to referee. That's a good ball. Go on.
Oh, that is a ripping
but
ball.
We need bodies in the box. We need bodies in the box.
There's no one in the box, as Kenny's pointed out.
Let's go.
Olsen. Well, he's waiting. He did enough to wait. He's bought some time.
He's back out again. Come wide.
Let's see Otis. Idara again. He's got some acreage out on the left with Zara. He didn't see him though. Ali. Olsen, I like this bloke.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He really is. Better than Jimmy Olsen. Daily Bugle or whatever his name.
Did he not wear a bow tie?
Zara scampering down that left-hand side into the danger zone. Zara slid it through, waiting down. Yokokawa couldn't get it. Just couldn't get over it. Just couldn't quite get over it. The ball was fast. He was fast, but the ball
was
ran
away from him. So
yeah.
it was always difficult. So
I know you would have scored that, Kenny. We've played 16 minutes.
I think the goalkeeper's gone down here. I think he's done his hamstring. I think he's gone. By the way,
yeah, he's calling.
He's gone.
Wow. Well, he's certainly calling for treatment. He's in a world of trouble right now. Javier Lopez.
Oh, he's done his hamstring. Where's Peter Lawrence?
Peter
who was an excellent goalkeeper for.
He was a great goalkeeper
in the day.
Peter Lawrence was their back four. Bobby Russell, Ange Postecoglou,
Chris Kalafatidis,
and Steve Blair.
And Blair. He was there since he was. Well, I think he was born straight on the park.
They were a sensational South Melbourne back in those days. But the concern right now, Javier Lopez, he's certainly gone down hard. He certainly requested treatment. And hopefully, well, to be fair, hopefully he's okay.
It's good to see your fan club along here, Blakey. Everybody's giving you high fives and
I'm Blakey.
I'm not going to say anything about on the buses. I will not mention anything about on the buses.
They think I'm your support worker or something.
But that was again. He must. I don't know how he's actually got an injury, because, as I say, he just went down like a sack of potatoes.
No, he's in real trouble.
Well, he's got to come off. They've got to get someone.
Yeah.
He would be.
The goalkeeping substitute is Willem Lejeune. So huge pressure on him if he has to come into the game. Well, this is.
It's actually pretty good if he. Well, they'll be good.
Well, hang on, he's up again.
Yeah, that looks.
He's still holding his leg there.
Yeah, he's going to.
Well, that's. I thought he was down and out, Kenny. I know you did too.
Well, as I say, the way he was going on, but interesting to see.
Yeah, just keep.
Again, he's probably fortunate that he's a goalkeeper in that sense, where he's not doing an awful lot of running, but he's still obviously stretching, so that can affect it.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you're a midfield or any outfield player, it's a bit more. Well, that's delicate.
That's certainly put a little bit of the brakes on, at least, on what has been a rimfire start here at Olympic Village tonight, as the Warriors look to head to the semi-finals of the Dockerty Cup and go 23 games, club record undefeated here at Olympic Village. Close quarters, and they got.
I don't think he meant that, but it came off.
Doesn't matter, they got away with it. Zara strides away, traverses the half line, square ball. Idara running outside. Jamal Ali.
Have a shot.
Ali. It's see, he wasn't confident enough, was he, Jamal Ali? And he might have been. He looked like a steam train heading towards Spencer Street Station. Then
bring like a dog's dinner there. Just hold him. There's a situation where another game he might have given a free kick to the forward, but he let the play go, which is good.
Well, Bernardo was backing into him. AJ's about 9'3", so it's very hard not to get over the top of him. Anyway, we go on. Go on. Good stuff. Lesiotis was really good. He glided, I should say, Leo Moses to the edge of the area, into the hot spot. Danger. Olsen hooks it in. Olsen turns. He's absolutely swamped by South Melbourne players, and they'll come away at the other end. Nahuel Bernarda, he can do special things, this bloke. Bernarda, on that occasion. It was a perfect takeoff. If you're captain of an aeroplane, you'd be proud of that. You got the wind under it, and off they went.
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral.
But no, that was
nice.
Again, any team, you just got to be careful of them breaking away. And that guy's got a bit of pace, but there's no kind of follow-up.
I watched this, and I think this is just.
I think it's a good contest.
Oh, it's magnificent, right? It's been infinitely better than the gripping one that we saw between these two clubs a couple of weeks ago. They've just taken the handbrake off and gone, let's bash it out, boys. It's wonderful stuff.
Well, I think that, again, the goals were scored relatively early, so that kind of changes the dynamic. But
Shepherd angles it almost perfectly. Marzis, can he keep it in? He does. He drags it back with the left foot. But Hellas are going to come away. Or are they?
They're getting the second ball, which is great.
This has been magnificent, the struggle so far. I look at a game like this and you just get the adrenaline pumping and
keeps you
I look across and I see your head there and I just think to myself, geez, how lucky am I to be doing this.
It warms the cockle of your heart.
No, it actually really does, Kenny, because if you don't know, Kenny Taylor, he'd played 150 games for Heidelberg United. He's a great champion of the club too, by the way.
Right.
A great champion of the club. There's a couple others here tonight as well. Jimmy Campbell, I believe,
and Andy Bazikas
sitting over in the social club.
Yeah.
And for me to have this sort of involvement with this game and these clubs, I'm privileged. I'm lucky. Well done by Olsen. Olsen slipped it in for Shepherd, who was manoeuvred off the football. Really good refereeing. I'm so pleased with this. He's just letting him play, Kenny.
I'd like to see them getting more wide, getting a number 7 for the Bergers to attack the fullback. But no, they seem to have more of the play at the moment, which is good. Just got to try and create some chances and hopefully stick one away.
I reckon it's an enthralling struggle at the moment. If you're sitting at home and watching it on HUFC TV, brought to you by Windsor Management, Insurance Brokers and Melbourne City Toyota, hope you're enjoying the coverage. It's a magnificent game, a thundering run from Andy Brennan. Brennan looks to launch, edge of the penalty area, on his left. Brennan can't get the clean shot in. Bernarda, flag up, doesn't matter, won't count. Wow. It's warming up, Kenny.
Yeah, well, I think the dilemma there is that the defenders are just backing off. At some point, somebody's actually going to make a challenge. And again, they made the challenge, and the guy, was offside, obviously. But good attack from Hellas.
I suspect that we're going to see some moments tonight. It's got that feel about it. Is to bear in mind the winner of this one will edge their way. South Melbourne and Heidelberg are both into the round of 32 in the Australia Cup. This is for the oldest sporting trophy in the country, the Dockerty Cup. And the winner of this one will go on to host Hume City in the semi-finals. Whoops-a-daisy, that was nearly a banana skin moment. AJ forced it outside to his captain, Zara. Idara. Lesiotis. He's good with delivery like that. Jamal Ali.
Take him on. Go on.
Yeah,
go on.
Kenny would love it if you did. Ali, he had to sort of
somebody's got to give him support.
Gangly awkward run. He gets it back swept in by Kane Shepherd, but rather shabbily in the end for Kane Shepherd. He's only scored one in the Dockerty Cup this year.
Yeah.
Kane Shepherd.
Yeah, Kane's a very good player when you're under a bit of pressure to try and take the pressure off. You can, because he holds the ball up well, and he takes the pressure off the defence, which is great. I'd like to see him a bit more forward, but again, you're not allowed to do what the opposition allow you to do.
Josh Pinn, of course, Heidelberg's top scorer in the Cup this year with 5 Dockerty Cup goals, but he's out after getting suspended after that ridiculous send-off against South Melbourne a couple of weeks ago. But I've got to say, the referee here tonight's been brilliant. Really, really good. Really, really fair, and he's worked out that they're big blokes. It's a small, enclosed area, and there's going to be some physical stuff. Idara was brilliant. Swept through the gap, did Idara. Just under the feet of Yokokawa. And back for Javier Lopez, who looked Well, he looked as if he was going to be in the ICU by midnight, but he's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he did well. I think, as I say, the Japanese boy and obviously Crane Shepherd are trying to kind of the extra forward, if you want to call it, the false nine, whatever they classify it these days. But they certainly need to try and get the numbers up.
So it's a scoreless game in this sudden death cup tie on a very cold night. It was 2 when I got up this morning, Kenny. It was 2.
Minus 1 for Olive. But no, again, there's not been a lot of chances. There's been a couple there for Hellas, and obviously we've had 2-3 corners in consecutive for Heidelberg. So
well, the chances haven't been prolific, but the game itself
but
has been played at a cracking pace.
The game's pretty fierce, so
I love it.
There's nobody's holding back. No, this is a good ball.
The up and under Moses will try and outgun Jack Painter Andrews, and Painter Andrews is wise to it and hook the right footer over the line to avert the mini crisis. Moses is going to leave that for his captain, striding purposefully down this left sideline. Adrian Zara, he'll get the throw-in duties very deep toward the corner flag, puts it low off the chest of Dara, who tried to draw the free kick.
That's
probably the free kick.
That's probably the first free kick the referee's actually given.
Yeah, and even then, I would have thought in context of the game, it could have been either way.
Again, it was like little and large there.
But it is what it is. What it is.
Absolutely.
So Yokakawa, who scored an absolute blinder against Hellas in the home and away game recently. He's been a revelatory this year, this bloke.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I think you should.
Well, Yokakawa is to the left of the footy, Olsen to the right. Yokakawa low and skidding and difficult and looping and bouncing, and away it goes.
Bit disappointing.
Like life, Kenny. You keep expecting something exciting to happen, and it just doesn't.
I think I'm sitting next to a philosopher here. But no, it's. Oh
dear, 26 and 3/4.
No, as I say, it's been up to now. It's been, as I say, and I should mention Australian rules football. It's very nip and tuck, as they say.
I thought you were talking about some sort of obscure medical procedure. Anyway,
possibly.
It's funny because you're a funny man, Kenny. All right, it's still scoreless on this Wednesday night.
This is danger. This is danger.
South Melbourne looking all right. Jack Painter Andrews was swooping, averting the danger. Oh, Yaron Sosa, that's a great instinctive pick off, and that's a wasted one.
It's still got the ball.
Oh, they have too. Well, it's cut and thrust. It's parry and thrust. It's the Hellas supporters making some noise. Good on them too. Archibald hurls one in. It's going to come bouncing back out for Jack Painter Andrews, and it's going to be a throw into South Melbourne. So again, the struggle returns. It's almost like a tennis match, isn't it? You're at tension at one end, and then the other end it's been a magnificent. In fact, tennis is crap, and I hate it, so I'm just going to forget that I said that.
Again, as mentioned before, they just have to keep their shape and keep their discipline as well, and just not let them get any sort of kind of free go at the goal, which they did there actually, but fortunately they've got away with it.
So Painter Andrews, it's a throw. That was probably not what he was hoping for. Warriors might go on the break. That's Prince Ali, is it?
What's he going, left winger?
And
he got it. Well done.
He's very, very quick. He's got the way on the break a couple of times, Jamal Ali. It was nearly once again. Now, what's the referee saying?
Referee said it's too hot out there. Can you cool down?
It's a scoreless game. We've played 29 minutes or thereabouts, and just pings around like in a pinball machine, and the Warriors will advance the footy about 10 metres down this broadcast sideline. No Jay Fott, of course, on HUFC TV tonight. He's doing all the ground announcing these days. He's grown into he's got his own. In the warm, I envy him, Jack Painter Andrews. I remember the good old days. Warriors through Zara.
That's better.
A piercing ball outside. It had to be perfect, and it was.
No,
Olsen looks up for Yucca. Just didn't have the curry in it to make the distance for
that was the idea.
The striding Yucca. It's like me, I had a good idea. I invented the what is it, the sandwich maker about 30 years ago. And then all of a sudden Sunbeam came out and
Breville.
Oh, jeez. Good idea is one thing, but it's the application is another. I could have been on top of the pile corporate wise if I'd have thought about it, but I settled for soccer.
And you're here.
30.
I'm actually very thankful you're here.
Why would you be? Because my fatness is obviously keeping you warm. All right, South Melbourne on the move.
It's a good ball.
It really is. Zara's there. He judged it to perfection. That was really good by the captain. That's experience for you. Leo Muzzus.
Tell you what, it's not a bad ball.
Chips it for Shepherd, who tried to glance the header for the running Olsen, but it was a little bit off centre.
Yeah, those situations, you've got to try and hold up as best you can. If you can hold up, but when it's up in the air, it's really difficult.
So South Melbourne, well, they've come down a fairly taxing road in the Cup so far. They've taken out Melbourne Knights, Eastern Lions, Preston, and then St Albans. The Warriors, of course, had that magnificent second half against Sunbury, who were about the 19th division.
Yeah, I think certainly the game against Preston, obviously with the big crowd there, but it ended up as a blowout, really.
Well, talking about blowouts, the Warriors, Sunbury 8-0. Brunswick Juventus 4-2 will go with the play. Big Benny Collins. And gets a cannon, should get the ball. 4-0 then against Altona Magic, and that was on the road, I think, from memory. And Bentley Greens on the road was 6-0. So
yeah, Bentley Greens was a very good game.
Not if you're Bentley Greens.
No, certainly not. And you're George Kasakis.
It's probably
more disappointing than anything else, but.
It is what it is. So that's where it leaves us. 5 into 4 tonight. Max Mikala, a leisurely turn almost.
Yeah, they're again, as you mentioned before, there's such different phases. I think now Hellas have had a bit of a phase here. They've kept the ball a wee bit and they're on the front foot here.
But you would have to, Kenny, and we called the game. This is miles better than the last time they played. As Bonarda again, he can be a genius if he needs to be. He popped it inside. Mikala was there, but so was, I think, Lesiotis, and it's out of play.
Yeah.
Bonarda, I've seen Bonarda do some extraordinary things. He's actually...
the only concern I've got there is that the amount of times that Hellas are actually coming off the defenders, and the defender's not going with him, he's just staying. So he's getting the ball and he's turning, and he's actually running at the defender. That's a bit of a concern, I would say so.
32 and a half elapsed here at Olympic Village on this Wednesday evening, and it's scoreless. And well, there was call for handball. Look at the incredulous sort of.
I don't think that was a goal.
Who's that? Yankovic.
That was a pinball.
He hands to mouth and now gesticulating wildly. Bernarda now saying, "Well, that looked like a handball too," but nothing called. Yeah. Now we've got. All right, we get you. You thought it was handball, all right? So we'll let it go now. What do you reckon? We'll move on. It's happening too. Archibald is very, very animated at Ross Archibald.
Handbags at 10 paces. Yeah.
I know, but it's good fun.
Oh, look, I get that. Again, it's not just here, it's in world football. It's just, yeah.
If you swing a handbag hard enough, it'll make your ears ring, Kenny.
Yeah, it's a Gucci handbag, you would.
Oh dear, Kenny Taylor. Yours truly, Greg Blake on deck.
Shocking.
It wasn't great, but again, aerodynamically it was perfect. The takeoff, that's what you when you head off to Scotland, and not that you're going there. I remember what you chastised me before.
I'm sorry.
So I just realised how many burglars are listening to this.
You mentioned a plane. I'm actually going by boat.
Well, you don't want that to take off, do you? Hopefully we get a good high tide down at Port Melbourne on the way out.
Titanic. Right, anyway, let's get back to the game.
No.
As I say, it's
34 played, it's 0-0. Jesus.
Gangnam Style. He's a billionaire in one song. Can't believe that. think you should bring your dinner up there.
No, just good
No,
lord.
we need to be serious here.
I'm trying to be serious, but I
That's
feel
good,
like I'm
that's
in
good.
Brigadoon right now. Everything's just gone a bit skew. If it's a 0-0 game, Melbourne City, Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers.
seems
It's
to-
been a
the-
marvellous struggle.
Yeah, I think the Warriors seem to have kind of lost a wee bit in the middle of the park. They seem to kind of lost the impetus.
So the game breaker who was associated
Again, you've got to give a
Yokokawa.
bit of credit to Hellas. They're certainly pressurising the ball, which is the players and not allowing them to,
Oh, they
to play.
bought game, haven't they? Don't worry about that.
This is better. Nice passes.
Alessio
Some.
spears one for
Right.
Yokokawa.
Just attacking. Look at his
Mazes,
face.
Leo Mazes round the corner was really good for Yokokawa. He did really well to
Yeah,
get his
well
right
done,
foot to it. Olsen was lurking, but in the end it was cleared inside the danger zone. I think that might have been Jake Marshall. So it's still 0-0 as we head into the final 10 of this first half. To knock out Zara. Oh, it went rocketing in. It came in like a Scud missile.
Yeah.
But all for nothing in the end. 35 and a half played. Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers bringing you all the action. A special edition of HUFC TV tonight. Season 2024, and what a rebound, what a wonderful season it's been so far for both teams. South Melbourne top of the ladder, but Heidelberg Alexander under John Anastasiadis not top of the ladder, but back in the top 6 and into the latter regions of the Australia Cup and everything else. It's been terrific stuff, and this undefeated home record. Hopefully they can maintain it tonight. Leo Mazes had to stretch for the footy.
Good ball.
Moai Dara.
Right. Bodies in the box.
Laconic style. Wilson. He's corralled by 2. Ali, Lesiotis. Well, the build-up's patient.
Yeah,
They're just waiting for a break in the wall.
It's got to get.
Ali,
Final
he'll
ball.
run at him again. And then he
Go
sweeps
wide.
it back. Lesiotis.
Go wide. Give him, and then let him take him
Zara.
on. Let him take him on.
Zara. Fake left went right foot.
You're in. You're in.
Mazes, Ali, the cross came
Corner.
in and
Corner.
was pummeled out of play at
That was
that
good.
southern road end.
That was very kind of good build-up from the Warriors, and good player.
So it's going to be a corner to the Warriors as the fans try to lift their heroes in the paddock. It's actually a really good turnout. I'm just looking around here.
Yeah.
Wait for the corner. Surprising because it is actually literally very, very cold Wednesday evening. It just gives you some idea of how passionate the derbies are. Corner to the Warriors.
Too much snow.
Top of the 6-yard box away by Yankovic. And Max Mikula was going nowhere. It just cannoned away off Leo Mazes and out of play. It's going to be a restart from Javier Lopez, who looked out of the game.
Yeah,
10 or 12 minutes
something
ago.
with the,
He's as good as
recovery.
gold.
Yeah. Again, he's probably just tweaked it a wee bit. And obviously, as I mentioned previously, if he's an outfield player, it's a lot harder for him. But as a goalkeeper, he's moving about, but he's not sprinting and stuff like that there.
Yeah. Kenny Taylor joining us tonight. JB on C and Spielberg. Just playing the whimsical sort of Jekyll and Hyde coming in and out on the audio. He's annoying. Never liked him. Sarah will be last man back. But, I tell you what,
Corner.
he was nearly skinned alive then.
Somebody's going to get.
And we're on again.
He's going to book the goalkeeper.
Of course, he's going to book
and he should book the other boy as well.
He should book the. Well, no, just don't book any of them. Let it go.
No, I
Because
think he's got to. If he books one, he's got to book the other one. Really.
I would have thought. Although I didn't see the entirety of that.
No,
And,
obviously something's happened. And the
Yaron-
goalkeeper's going to demonstrate to the referee, and
There is no.
one of the Hellas players has obviously jumped in and said something.
Yaron Souza's not going to. It's going to be a free kick. A corner to South Melbourne. In swing, a hot spot off the line. Wacko. The referee was going to call it back anyway, I
He's
think.
given a free kick, yeah.
And if you can tell me, if you can spot the free kick.
Yeah, well, I said exactly the same thing. It's just,
Let's have a
it's
look.
just nothing really there, isn't it? Again,
Absolutely nothing there.
he's obviously Superman.
My question to you, Kenny, is this, right? In every situation that you see like that, it's inevitably always a defensive free kick. You'll never see a penalty called in that same situation.
Oh, that's right.
You never
exactly,
do.
that's right. Well,
It's
I
just-
think 9 times out of 10, certainly if the goalkeeper comes to the ball, here we go, watch.
Oh, nearly a turnover, appeals for a free kick, and they're going to get.
naughty now.
So,
He's booked.
so Lysiotis is going in
Yeah,
the
he's
ball.
booked him as well. That's just for a
Goodness.
wee bit afters there,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, look, when the ball gets played in the box, 9 times out of 10, if the keeper comes to it, he gets the free kick for him. And again, I've always said that his goalkeeper's unfortunately got a licence to punch. And not only the ball.
It would have made a great Bond film as well.
True.
License to punch. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
Well, again, as we mentioned previously, the phases here, they've obviously the last probably 5 or 10 minutes, they've been probably quite strong, Hellas.
4.5 to come in regulation time in this first half. Mikola will run over the football. That free kick is lofted
too
toward
far.
the far post. The
Too
runner was Jake Marshall, but the ball went skidding out of play.
The idea was correct, but just the execution was...
It's like my purple sandwich maker, Kenny. The idea was brilliant.
Look, exactly. Who invented the phone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Probably a Scotsman. They invent everything.
Oh,
He's not there.
so
Oh no,
while
no,
we
he's
play
got-
down, there's a couple going down. This is
See,
very,
that's-
very, very similar to what we saw late in the first
that's-
half a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, here we go again. This boy, the striker. Here we go. He's trying to get the he's trying to get the goalkeeper sent off. Again, because of the speed of the game, people just leave their leg in, and obviously that's the catchment. And again, at full pace, obviously looks pretty bad.
All right, so
He
we
just-
just got to check on the condition of the two players down.
I think the first one, I think it didn't seem to be anywhere near him. The first.
So that's Benny Collins down there. He's
Yeah,
getting up like
is that
like a baby, just born baby giraffe.
I think he just get clipped in the shin. So, but the first guy, Ali, I think I didn't see anything near him. I think he just fell down. I just think he just maybe injured himself.
Well,
But again, they all seem to be very quick to demonstrate with the referee. And the referee's got to be strong enough to just make sure he's got the control.
I think overall the referee's done a really good job so
He's
far
done pretty
tonight.
well. Again, it's only the last probably 2 or 3 minutes where he's actually had to show some cards.
All right, so scoreless. We've played 42 and a half
half
minutes. We'll just keep an eye on the fourth official to see. There shouldn't be too much time added on for stoppage, you wouldn't think,
No.
on this Wednesday night. Now, Jamal Ali is
No, I think he's as if
he's caught one in the head because
I think there's a
the
concussion there.
physio's just checking to see whether he can.
See if he can order a pizza. Again,
No,
I would say that probably 1, maybe 2 minutes if there is.
Melbourne City
Toyota.
Toyota. Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers 43 played on a Wednesday night. Winner goes on to host Hume in the semi-finals. Loser, they're off home. Not to my home, Kenny, to their own home.
It's going to get spiteful.
I thought you had a big backyard.
Oh, no, I wish.
Yeah, I think overall it's been a pretty competitive game. And
Oh, it's been a thumping struggle. It's just a little bit stop-start. It's become a little bit willing and physical at the moment.
again, you mentioned the referee. I think he's done fairly well as far as.
I think he was fairly. He's been fairly.
Yeah, I think
giving him a lot of latitude early
he's
on.
now having to do things. I think that you just have to make sure they keep their discipline.
It's very, very cold still, by the way. I'll tell you right now that the mist is starting to waft in off the Merry Creek. Andy Brennan, stop-start
Keeper's got to
for
get
the
it.
launch. Big launch by Archibald, and Yaran Sosa goes airborne, takes it at high height, and releases it very, very quickly, very promptly for Olsen.
Just ping it, son.
Putting a little bit of pressure. That came in at some velocity.
Yeah.
for AJ, didn't it?
You got it. They say there's you can smell blood.
So it's going to be a throw in to the Warriors deep back left. Skipper Adrian Zara. 30 seconds to play in regulation in this first half. Idara, nowhere to go. It's like wrestling him with a tiger in a phone box then. And he elected to jump out of the phone box, which is fairly sensible. Long striding.
Just take him. Just take him.
Ali. You keep hoping he will, don't you? It's a build up going.
Well done.
Ali escapes to the line. Oh, right across the face of goal. It was missed by Lopez. But there was no one there to take advantage. Olsen angles it back. Lesiotis, the general, the quarterback. Idara. Ali again. Stutter steps. Prince Ali in for.
No.
Oh, gee. No, cleared from the feet of Mazis. So we're into stoppage time. Keep an eye on the fourth official. If we
Good
can.
tackle. Great tackle. Oh, here we go now, I think. Here we go.
Well, we've already missed the signal perhaps, but we're into stoppage time in this first half and it's scoreless. It's on a knife's edge. It's even Steven. It's our Waverley Star Bone Crusher. Remember that one, Kenny?
Yes, I do.
We're probably the only people in the world that...
No, I'm a punter, but...
Oh, dear. So throw in South Melbourne.
You wouldn't think there'd be much extra time, but...
Leo Marzus nearly affected the
That's
steal.
better.
Oh, jettisoned. Cleared by Lesiotis, was it? Or Shepherd. Either way, it's back with Javier Lopez. We're into stoppage time. We know not how long was added on because nobody, including Blabbermouth Spielberg, took the time to keep an eye. Every time I'll say, keep an eye on the fourth official. Nobody ever does. Launched, airborne.
Well done.
Ali with the big leap. Yankovic with the clearing header. I reckon they'd be both pretty happy to head in at the interval. Locked at 0-0.
Oh, well played. Well played.
Ali leapt the tackle, kept the footy, slid it down the line. Mazis comes up in a head-on collision.
Oh, he's got the throw in as well.
So, again, no idea how much time was added on. Apologise for that. Ben Collins was a good turn. Swift and sure and effective. Idara, Lesiotis Idara again leapt the tackle. Good stuff. Idara keeps it short and sweet and clinical. Shepherd. First time inside for Yokokara.
That's a free kick.
Well, yeah, I'm not so
He's
sure.
going to play advantage, but still it's a free kick.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been called, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Jamal Ali back again.
He's obviously looking to see if they can get advantage. We didn't get the advantage, should have pulled it back. Anyway, we play on.
Big Ben Collins back for Sosa. It's, I reckon, there's very little time left in stoppage now. Zara. Lesiotis. Idara sort of saunters into the front half for the Warriors. They've got something here before half time. Shepherd, start a step. Tried to affect the cross, but it is the corner. This will surely, I would imagine, be the last... oh my... Everybody's blowing out. I know, it's... Jeez. Looks as if you're vaping. That's how much...
It's a foggy day in London.
It's true. Ridiculous, isn't it? It's really cold now.
Need some bodies in there, some movement.
Corner to the Warriors. This
is a fantastic time to score a goal.
As opposed to the other times when it's not. Olsen. Near post. Oh, it was nearly loose into the upper north paddock. Zara around the corner. Mazis. Runs a wide arc toward the line. Jamal Ali sidestepping through traffic. That was good stuff. The cross comes in, it eludes Lopez and the chest off the chest of Lampard.
Nearly an OG.
Well,
it was a good ball.
Ooh, that's going to be a corner to the Warriors. We are in stoppage time. We are at We're locked at scoreless in this cup tie on a frigid Wednesday night. Melbourne City Toto, Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, a big scooping one, far post, eluded everyone, and it's going to roll out of play as the half-time whistle goes. Well done, ref. It's been a good half from you, and well done to Alexander and to South Melbourne Hellers.
4 minutes he played.
No,
Still 4 minutes.
It's too bloody late now, Kenny. It's like my Breville pie maker.
I'm just
it's too late.
To say the bleeding obvious. No,
so it's 0-0 at the half-time, but this has been a thumping struggle between the two old rivals, Kenny, Taylor. Quick summary from you.
Yeah, again, the game opened and Hellas were quite offensive, and they took it to Heidelberg, and then after 10 minutes it was Heidelberg had the play, and they had a couple of chances. Again, just different phases, but look, all in all, it's been a pretty competitive game. As we mentioned, the referee I think's been pretty good. He's, to me, a good referee is somebody you don't notice, and although the last probably 5 or 10 minutes, and he's had to show off 2 or 3 cards, which questionable on my behalf. But anyway, it's a good half, and hopefully they'll come back out in the second half and be competitive as they were in the first.
Big games, Kenny, produce lasting moments. We've got 45 to come in this one, and I suspect there may be a lasting moment or two to come as well. Stick with us, stay warm at home. Kenny and I will warm each other by hugging. See you after a break. Stay with us. And welcome back to HUFC TV on this Wednesday night. Oh, Lord heaven above, it's cold. But I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to the second half of this one with scoreless in this cup tie on Wednesday night. Just a reminder, thanks to Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. Winner here tonight.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, God. Are you on air?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. Winner here tonight hosts Hume City in the semi-finals. Warriors, of course, lost the Dockerty Cup final in emphatic fashion last year against Oakley. Oakley are in the other semi-final again this year, and they are playing
here
third division.
Sub for Hellas here at half-time. Substitute for Hellas.
Can I just finish quickly? They're playing third division. Melbourne, Serbia. Sub for Hellas, you reckon?
Well, there he goes. 35-16.
So Marinkovic is off.
Which is interesting, because he actually wasn't too bad.
Emil Pelos is on.
Yeah.
So you didn't know that, did you? All right.
No, that's why you're here, Greg.
Kenny Taylor. I don't know why I'm here anymore. Kenny Taylor on deck with yours truly, Greg Blake, on this Wednesday night. John Byrne on the camera, and Spielberg making his presence felt. Well, he's Eddie everywhere, isn't he, Spielberg? Hellas heading toward the left of screen down toward the southern road end. To start the second half, it was biff and bang. It was electrifying the early going in the first half. Then it started biff and bang. And now the Warriors, they're off through Olsen, getting down this right-hand side. Lampard with the turnover. Big Ben Collins. Big Ben, always on time. I'm going to... So you get that one, Kenny?
Yes, a broken clock. It's only right twice a day.
Watch clock never boils.
That's the one.
Itara. Dear, oh dear, Lesiotis hesitates. There was nothing opening up for him. Zara edges it down the line. He gets the duties again under exceeding amounts of pressure, and he goes back to Yaron Sosa. So just the one change, and that was a South Melbourne change at half-time. The mist subtly just drifting in off the Merry Creek behind the VIP stand on the far side. A couple of VIPs up there and one down here. Three of my old-time favourites, Andy Pazikas, Jimmy Campbell and Kenny Taylor sitting with me in commentary, and don't ever think that I don't take that privilege with great respect and great reverence. Olsen, straight up Route 1. Great turn by Yokokawa. Scored a blinder against Hellas recently, and this time, well, he was drifting in. I don't think he had any idea where the footy was in.
I don't think he expected to get back. I think the boy out wide should maybe take it and had a crack, but anyway.
So 47 away on this one. Please, God, don't let it go to extra time.
No.
Will be popsicles.
It's just too cold. They'll be prizing it out with chisels.
Certainly, both teams, they've pressurised the ball pretty well, and but saying that there's not been real clear-cut chances in the actual game. So I think people have come a bit. You don't want to make a mistake, certainly at the back. Let the other team in.
Collins chiming in. Big Ben. Oh dear, this is why I'm retiring.
That's why I want to watch you.
You're good luck on the boat trip.
Thanks.
And swept in by Barcia, who's all goal. Brennan there at outside ball. It's going to fall nicely for Lesiotis.
I think he's about the key.
Jamal Ali.
Lesiotis, because he's certainly got a lot of the ball.
He's terrific, Anthony Lesiotis. If he can keep his head, he's a feisty customer as well. Don't worry about that. Warriors bench tonight. Ashton, Theodoropoulos, Ellis, of course.
Yeah, well, again,
and Gorman and Ryan Govan.
Not knowing the subs for Hellas, but certainly the subs for the Warriors. They've got some good impact players who can change the game, which certainly Ellis is one of those.
Well, if you watched the Avondale game last Friday night, of course, Ellis coming into the game very late. The Warriors were down by a very late goal, but within 60 seconds, and then Ellis from the corner, and so the new boys, Sebit James and Law.
Well, he's obviously cup tied, so he obviously can't play. Is that correct tonight?
Who's that?
The guy, the boy that scored the goal at the weekend.
No, he's playing. He's on the bench tonight.
On the bench, sorry.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's Lopez launches it high. Ali dancing through traffic. Well done by Lesiotis. He scampers away. He looks upfield, determined. Goes outside for.
Take him on, just go past him.
Mazis.
No.
Well, it was
unfortunately, I think the fullbacks could have got to measure him tonight.
Brennan
a few times.
With a swift 90-degree turn. Plays it outside, but it's just too long for the runner. Who was that? Might have been Max Mikula. Out of play. It's going to be a hellish throw. We're scoreless. We've played nearly 5 minutes into this second half. South Melbourne, they lost here in the home and away a couple of weeks back. They lost here in the grand final last year. They lost here against Heidelberg in the home and away last year. They lost the year before in the grand final.
You love saying that.
I just think it's I think mentally it does. That
makes you feel good.
Tell you what would make me feel good is a 2-bar radiator right under my bum right now. It's Max Mikula with the throw.
I was going to try and get a hot bath at half time.
It's going to be a throw to Alice Mikula. Wow, look at the toss on that. It's a beauty. It went arcing through the night sky. Mikula will get it back. He's got the gloves on. I wish he'd lend them to me. Big leap.
Get out.
Ground.
Get out.
Hooked away by AJ.
Get the push
Painter Andrews. Thought I had a whistle then. Maybe I did. I don't know. I never know.
Offside.
Good call. So
it's obviously no situations. It's kind of hard from our vantage point to see. Obviously the linesman's right on line with him, so he just was slightly offside. But again, that should be no excuse to the forward. He should be able to see exactly down the line, along the line.
Melbourne City Toyota Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. Not a goal to be found in this one, and we played 51. But I tell you, there's been a simmering kind of tension to this game, and it's manifest in all manner of ways as Olsen goes to ground.
Looking for that.
He started with a clip and he stumbled to the turf, and the referee comes thundering in, pulls a yellow card from his pocket and delivers it with assuredness to Max Mikula, who's not particularly happy about it. He's of a schoolboy who's just been found having Rooney magazine in his desk.
He's just been for pace there, that was it.
So Olsen spins it on the spot. Come in from about 45 degrees. He's about a suburb and a half out from the CBD. He elects to go through Big Ben Collins. Adara deftly sort of caresses the ball at his feet and then goes outside. That's Yokokawa, cheeky, but didn't come off. And Javier Lopez bombs it high into the night sky, comes down like a Sputnik into the ocean. I don't know where they land Sputniks. Where do they land Sputniks, Kenny?
Florida.
Thank you. Oh dear, Big Ben goes down under the challenge of Brennan. He wants to get it moving quickly. Does Brennan? It was niftily done, but there was nothing waiting for him. And in the end, Idara tried to manoeuvre it clear. So an awkward little passage of play, but it's going to end up with Heidelberg getting the restart from that southern road end. And with the Northland white goods stores closed, southern roads notably quiet, bereft of much traffic. The aimless consumers are now home playing with their white goods, which probably includes a bloody Breville pie maker that I invented. Turned over, the clearance is turned over. Lesiotis was really good then.
Hellas seem to be getting a lot of the ball in the middle of the park. They seem to be getting the second ball, as they call it.
Ben Collins tried to start a
pressured quite well.
Lesiotis back there doing the duties at the back right now. Just a little bit of pressure out of the pressure cooker. The first half was
these games
frolicking.
The games obviously kind of pressure packed, but these are the games that players want the ball, should be wanting the ball. They want to impress, they want to do things, they want to make things happen, but that's good ball.
Mazes went first time, ambitious stuff. Ali long striding, gets a foot in. Goalkeeper comes as brave. Ali goal. Wow. Wacko. And guess who? It's Yokokawa.
Again, sensational. Now, you've got to give full credit to the fullback, Ali.
Jamal Ali was magnificent then. Absolutely magnificent. Let's have a look and see if we can get this on the replay.
There we go. You know, he just, you know, he had the challenge and, well played. Good finish. Good finish.
That was a beauty. That was a beauty.
Well, see
and Asaki Yokokawa.
And then, as soon as that happens, the captain's now brought on for Hellas. Here he comes.
So Harrison Sawyer, who's scored 13 in the league this year, and then another 4 or 5 in the cup. So, and he's tall, but then again, sometimes, you know, we saw here in the home and away game, didn't we? It's not how big you are; it's how you use it, Kenny.
I think that's the Japanese player just going to cross to give Jimmy Campbell a big high five. Andy Bezikas. No, obviously they've got to change the dynamic here. The Hellas.
So on 54 minutes, Soki Yokokawa getting the go-ahead goal in this cup tie. Wacko. What a beauty it was. You know, we've spoke. Ali has reeked of danger all night tonight, and finally it translated into the scoreboard with his cross for Yokokawa on 54.
No, I'm after the last game, I'm saying that the Hellas are now just going to play the ball long to this guy in front to try and play off him. But did you say this? Here we go.
And they're into it already. Sawyer and Collins with shoulder-to-shoulder contact as the ball came scooting downfield. Well, Hellas were up against it.
There we go, look, see.
Sorry, the Warriors were up. Nothing doing. AJ's there. Sawyer fresh legs on, chest down by Bernarda. Bernarda's always dangerous. Well done by Ali. Lesiotis had nowhere to go. Back to Sousa, who went first time. It's getting willing again. Looking, like you're getting a feeling about this. Look at Sawyer charging around.
Oh, the pressure.
Like a.
What Warriors have to do is make sure the next 4 or 5 minutes just keep their shape and not do anything silly. Don't make any silly mistakes.
If you saw the home and away game just recently, and we called that one, Kenny, the Warriors were down to 10 players, but they held a single goal lead for the better part of the second half, I should say.
I just thought that in that last game, I thought that they seemed to have a kind of plan A, but didn't seem to have a kind of plan B. This is Hellas I'm talking about. They want to play the ball up to the big guy, who's obviously a bit of a threat.
But I think that might be one of the keys to the game right now. Sawyer is charging around like a great big giraffe that's had a tranquilizer dart up his bum.
This boy's
Ali.
We'll give it to them.
Throw into South Melbourne Ellis. Lampard.
That's the when you do coaching, that's what I say to kids. Just you attack the ball. If you attack the ball, you get half a chance of getting it back. There's a perfect example there.
57 played.
So it's 2 against 1 here.
Right,
2 against 1.
Ball.
2 against 1.
Bonata got some skill. Lampard launches it into the hot spot away.
No.
There's another one. Got a bit of tall timber out there, Kenny. Don't worry about that. Lampard, second time, he rockets in. The referee didn't call it, and I'm glad he didn't, because he was trying to pull a cheapie.
I think you're right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Again,
Bonata again. Slips it down the line. Lampard, the left foot into the hot spot again.
Offside.
And the flag was up, and Sosa was equal to it anyway. So we had 2 moments, then the flag went up, but Sosa didn't know. And in the end, he turned it away anyway. So good stuff. Hot stuff. It's sizzling out there, Kenny.
Okay, Donna Summer. Now that's
a very good
the situation there. Now the linesman obviously delayed itself maybe a few seconds, but it was clearly offside. Just put your flag up right away.
You're a man of your time.
No, that's one of my bugbears.
I thought Donna Summer was.
That was a good singer.
I thought you were talking about Donna Summer. Dear oh dear.
I think she's Scottish.
Just got to play the ball away. Jamal Ali. That was
clear lines.
That was cheeky in the end. Lesiotis had to stretch for it. Idara runs away from traffic. Shepherd.
No.
Leo Muzzard. He'd have to do something to reel that one in. Good stuff by Jack Painter Andrews. He launches it away in desperation. Lesiotis is there. So is Brennan. The ladder wins out. South Melbourne down by a goal to nil. We've played 59 minutes or thereabouts.
Good pressure.
Windsor Management Insurance Brokers in Melbourne City. Toyota on this Wednesday night. The temperature is plummeting. It's been cold all day. Now it's bloody freezing. It's a 1-0 game. Warriors lead it.
He's play on.
That was the player that came on, Emil Pelos.
He's got to bring it back.
Well, the pot is being stirred vigorously, isn't it, Kenny?
Again, goals change games, and obviously now that, as I say, Hellas need to try and be a bit more forceful going forward. As I say, Hellas, they've pressurised the ball pretty well and at the back. Warriors just have to make sure, as I said before, keep their discipline, and you might catch them on the break.
South Melbourne lost 2 of their last 3 in the league, both here against Heidelberg and then last weekend a single goal against Oakley. Oh, ball loose. South Melbourne have got the recovery, and that swept shot from Bernarda.
Yeah, that's half a chance.
Well, he launched the left foot at that one, and it skewed just wide of the woodwork at the southern road end. We've played an hour, 30 to come. Strap yourself, or more possibly. Strap yourselves in.
This is where I think that John has to be quite smart with his substitutes. Fresh legs and stuff like that there, because we don't want Hellas to get the momentum, which they have to a certain extent. Although,
acrobatic leap by Jankovic.
So that's the one. Just play away.
Field. Zara.
Well done.
No.
Oh, well played.
It was by Olsen. Equally well played by Bernarda to keep it alive. Collins.
That's a great ball.
Collins looks for the run of Marzis. Just didn't.
Unlucky.
Didn't have the pepper on it. And South Melbourne will come up with it. But the longer the Warriors can hold them at bay, it becomes
keeper
a little bit frustrating. Then Zara trundles back.
Nice.
Oh, well done by the skipper. I thought there was no way out, but there was. Of course there was. South Melbourne, Painter, Andrews. Sorry.
That's it.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
Put your foot on it.
Dara's got a little bit of acreage to work with, and he's happy to take it almost to the half line. Exchange with Ali Olsen. Olsen waits. And they can afford it. Times on this side.
I'm going to try and do this further apart. That's all right.
Wide arc turn to the right-hand sideline. Olsen
scampers
down. Beat one, beat two. Nearly went through the gap between Jankovic and his teammate, but was back again. Sawyer puts it on the deck for the running Brennan, and well played by Big Ben Collins. This is riveting stuff. This is white knuckle stuff, isn't it? Right now. Every moment, every interaction, and you just think that the game might rest on this Shepherd. Shepherd lopes away. He builds up as good a head of steam as he'll have. Kane Shepherd. He launches it across the face of goal, but Jordan Lampard, in the end, fairly easy take for him. Jankovic. It's a big one. It's a great struggle, this one. Barcia.
So the game's getting now more stretched. You can see, their 18-yard box, and so it gives them more opportunity. You've got to try and keep it tight as you can.
Only goal of the game, Yokokawa on 54.
As I mentioned 30 seconds ago, and John's obviously looking at subs to bring some fresh legs on.
He's actually tuned into HUFC TV and seeking your sagely advice.
I'm doing that.
Lampard over the top. Sawyer. Lampard. Just Collins, the two number threes.
Well done.
And Big Ben Collins.
Yeah. So here we go. They bring subs on now.
Well, check that out.
There he is as well.
It's interesting, isn't it? So two players down there warming up over there. So we'll keep an eye on that. I reckon it's Nugor, the player that came on at the weekend and scored.
Yeah.
And trying to pick the other one. Jaden Gorman, perhaps. Anyway.
See who's going off. Nobody. Maybe they're going to play
A
the
little
30.
bit of confusion. The Heidelberg players are gesticulating to the referee to
Oh, he's
have a
taking-
look
no,
at the
he-
bench.
No, there's something going on in that box.
Yeah, he wants him to go off behind the goal, not to run across the park,
Why?
because it's a waste time. No, that's what they do.
No, there's no.
Oh, they haven't brought the subs
They're
on.
not
No, he's
bringing
not letting
on.
the subs come
Oh, I
on.
can't work
No.
out what's going on. Doesn't really matter. Let's just go with it.
Keeper,
Yankovic, far
keeper.
post. Difficult. Well done by Sosa. Launched himself.
See-
Arched his back. Launched himself over the back of the pack and punched it
Perfect
away.
example of ball goes into the box, the keeper goes and challenges, and 9 times out of 10 he'll get the free kick.
64 played. 10 minutes since Yokokawa scored
Yeah, I
to
think you'll-
put Heidelberg ahead, and that's the way it is. 1-0 right now as the Warriors bring in two substitutes. Leo Marzis, I reckon, is getting the nod. He's out of the game, and Anthony Lesiotis is the other one. So 6 and 7
Okay.
out of the contest.
Oh yeah.
2 new players.
So it is. It's going to be Jaden Gorman and Sebet James Nigor.
2 new players. That's good. Oh, well.
And I'll tell you what,
This is
Nigor, who won't forget quickly his
his debut.
against Avondale on Friday night. Hopefully we can replicate something along the lines of that
Keeper.
this evening. It's a 1-0 game.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity for them to show what they've got. Free kick.
Oh, crash, bang. It was, I reckon that was, who was that, Mikla?
Yeah, it was just a silly
He's
foul.
flattened.
Well,
He's flattened his
just a silly
opponent.
foul.
Oh dear. It's not the night to get a stinger or two because it's really, really cold.
Oh.
Can we get a temperature? Has anybody got one of those measuring devices? What's that called? A thermometer. That's all. I couldn't remember what it was called. That's how cold it is. It's really, really cold now. On this, that's the way, Spielberg. Make yourself useful.
Here we go. 5.
It's 5 degrees off rip. How bloody brilliant.
-1 tonight.
Oh, goody, goody. Please don't let it go to extra time. So it's down to 5 degrees. It really, really is cold. But I must just say, too, the energy of the crowd is keeping us all.
Yeah,
a
look,
little-
there's a fairly good turnout, as I say.
Oh, it's a terrific turnout, isn't it?
Good support. Again, not obviously not like the past days, but again for the modern game, as I say, I sound like an old man here.
Well, for a very, very cold Wednesday night, it's a
Right.
fantastic
True,
turnout
Exactly.
here at Olympic Village. 1-0 the game at the moment. So at this stage, the Warriors have just got one foot into the semi-finals once again.
So
They
King-
came as unstuck in the semi-finals
So I
a couple
think-
of years ago, unstuck in the final last
so-
year. Are they charging to a Dockerty Cup in 2024? South Melbourne on the move. That's Harrison Sawyer came in at half-time. The square ball down, the left foot shot, the raking left foot shot, the absolutely deadly left foot shot from Andy Blenheim,
Such a
and it's
basic,
one each.
such a basic goal. That was literally 2 passes and he scored.
Well, Brennan knew exactly where he wanted to put it, and he did.
Finished it well.
So 67 minutes in, and we've got game on again.
Yeah, so I think Kane Shepherd's coming off. I think. Well, he's not, so he's come back on again. I thought he was going to substitute with Kane Shepherd.
So it's level again. And the Warriors will get the restart. So a couple of goals. That's really spiced it up here at Olympic Village on this Wednesday night. Gee, they cleaved them open, didn't they?
Yeah, oh yeah, as I said, there was no real challenge and just a very kind of simple ball across the box, and he finished it pretty well, his left foot.
South Melbourne on the board and in the game.
So-
well in the game on
so-
this Wednesday night.
Certainly their substitutes have proven pretty vital for them. Just got to make sure that
Yokokawa, Idara, Ben Collins. He's been on a lot of physical stuff tonight. The Warrior out there in name and in deed.
That's free kick.
Dragged to ground is Jaden Gorman, and it will be a free kick.
here's the sub now. Here's Kane Shepherd's coming off, and I think Ellis is coming on.
Is he Scottish?
I think he's from Fort William.
I think
That's
you're right.
Scotland.
I think you're right.
That's where you get
Sure now.
you get Ambrew and McDonald's. Oh no, it's actually Olsen's coming off. He's taking Olsen off. He's taking Zara off.
He's taking Zara off.
He's taking
Zara
Zara off.
for
And
Ellis.
he's putting Olsen to the left back, or to the left.
Interesting, okay.
Whatever the position they classify it nowadays.
So Zara is off, so 3 changes now for the Warriors.
I suppose in some respects that's not a bad move, because to say they're under the pump a wee bit. They've got to try and hold the ball up in the forward line to try and relieve the kind of bit of pressure. The Hellas have
68 played, 22 to come. We hope it's all locked up at 1-1.
Could be extra time and penalties.
Oh, goody. Yeah, no, can't wait for that. If there's anybody out there can bring a couple of hot water bottles or, I don't know, anything at all. It's really cold. And again, you wouldn't be anywhere else, would you, on this Wednesday night? 1 each. Opening goal of the game on 54, Yokokara. The return of fire on 67 by Andy Brennan. Sean Ellis, first touch. He's just into the game. The gifted maestro, the flame-haired Scot, who's been a monument to this club.
Second top goal scorer.
Well, he's the top scorer in the NPL years and the game's record holder in the NPL years, which is remarkable. That's another new face. Well, he made something on his debut, and he looks as if he's ready to make a little bit of something on this cold Wednesday night. In the end, he launches it back to Collins, who's inside his own half. Aidara. Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Manager and Insurance Brokers. Ellis, Aidara. Going patient. The Warriors. Aidara with a swing and a sway, and finally a decision for Ellis. Ellis with the stutter steadies. It's shooting range for him, but he couldn't get the shot in Shepherd, and it whizzes. And it,
worth a try.
Yes, it just skidded across the surface and across the face of goal. So on 70 or 71, it's 1-1, Kenny.
He's now pushed Shepherd more as a centre forward, and whereas before they were just moving into that gap, now he's more a centre forward, so they get something to play up to and try and hold or try and create some chances.
It's of little consequence right now, but Heidelberg's road ahead in the league. They go to St Albans next Sunday, so they'll be hoping not to spend too much of into the late evening here on this Wednesday night. Appears the long bouncer, South Melbourne coming from behind to level it here in this cup tie.
Now the referee gave it, but the linesman gave it. He didn't have a clue what was going on.
Well, it's certainly been an arm wrestle. It's been actually a really ripping game. And it ain't over till it's over. Marshall for...
Good header. I think the Hellas just looks slightly more confident.
Well,
at the moment.
They're certainly up for it, aren't they?
Well, they've obviously got the goal and they've got the momentum, so we've just got to try and get back in again and try and create something.
Well, you saw the theatrics and the drama last Friday night here against Avondale. So just stay with us. That's Brennan who scored the goal, the equaliser.
He's a danger.
Acrobatic header away by AJ. Ball in dispute. Brennan's there, but so is Prince Ali. Jamal Ali, ball out of play. Throw in. It's going to be taken by Olsen, who's been seconded back into that left back position because Zara's been subbed out of the contest. Dara manoeuvres his way out of one opponent, but straight into another one and loses the football. It's a 1-1 game. It's a cutthroat cup tie. Yankovic, Lampard. Sorry,
Kenny. Get them up. Push them up to halfway.
Javier Lopez.
They've all got good pressure.
Lampard. And the pressure's enough to turn the ball over, or was it Ellis? Ellis goes outside. Oh,
that's a free kick.
Lampard, that's got to be a free kick.
Oh, absolutely.
So Jordan Lampard elected to shoulder charge Shawnee Ellis.
That was a hip charge, not a shoulder charge. It's actually limping a wee bit. Oh, he's taking his boot off, sorry. I'm glad you're not my doctor.
Oh, he's got a terrible limp.
Dr. Proctor.
I went to the doctors the other day.
No.
I said, Doc, I'm really a bit worried. I've been putting a bit of weight on. He said, go, just have a seat, sit down, open your mouth and say oink. It's a joke. You didn't really say that. Okay. So Shorty Ellis is
shotting himself.
He's re-shotting himself. We've played 74 and won one game.
Yeah.
Yokokawa on 54. Brennan on 67. These two old and storied rivals. South Melbourne Ellis, they've won the Dockerty Cup 8 times. The last time in 2015. And the last time the South Melbourne Ellis won the Dockerty Cup, the road went through Heidelberg United in the semi-finals from memory. Ellis, left foot, inboard, toward the hot spot. Whoa. Gorman had a fling at it, and it might actually rebound on him. Well done by Gorman to keep Brennan out of it, and Brennan had just dragged him to the turf.
Just walk away, son. That's it, well done.
Brennan just got a hold of his arm and brought him to ground. So Gorman made the initial, well, we won't say error, but he made good.
Yeah, he recovered, which was great.
So well done by Jaden Gorman, one of the two new faces at Heidelberg. They look to maintain their undefeated record here. Shepherd inside for Ellis, loose ball down, hammered clear in desperation. Brennan's there. He's been terrific tonight. He's been magnificent tonight, Andy Brennan.
Yeah, he's been
and he scored the goal as well.
He's been their best player.
Chopped out by Collins. He has by a mile. He's been really, really good, hasn't he, Andy Brennan?
Very aggressive, good forward.
Yep. No relation to Walter Brennan. Walter Brennan. Of course you would.
Certainly a good contest now.
I thought it's been a ripper all the way through, to be honest with you. But from the hypothermia that's spreading through my legs right now, it's been a ripping night here at Olympic Village on this Wednesday night. Less than 15 to come in regulation.
Offside.
Oh dear.
Thank goodness he put his flag up. Said it promptly, which is good.
It's a quick doing. I like a linesman that's prompt with his doinging. Kenny?
I think we just need to get a bit more in the middle of the park. We just seem to kind of lost our way a wee bit in the middle of the park. They again, you've got to give credit to Ellis. They've kind of done well as far as like a second ball and pressurising.
Dara, plenty of time to turn and jog and think. Not now. Nearly turned over. Ali was swift and sure and steady as he intercepted from Sawyer, and now it's Collins, I think. Collins with the back spinner.
Offside. I mean, throw in, sorry. Yeah, look, it's
nearly 79 played.
There's certainly a lot more urgency from Hellis's point of view there.
It's been a magnificent struggle. I hope you enjoyed it so far on HFC TV on this Wednesday night. Ken Taylor and yours truly, Greg Blake, on deck, thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and Melbourne City Toyota. Olsen.
Certainly worth the entry fee.
Yeah, I'm going back to pay again. That's how much I'm enjoying it. Ellis, he does.
No.
Does it
finish it for
and the thrashing shot right across the face of goal. That was
probably. Yeah.
He gave it a whack.
He hit it with his left. If he hit it with his right, he may have hit the target. But anyway, that's a chance.
77 and a half played.
Ellis coach not too happy. He's trying to kind of demonstrate to his players.
So it's been a heart pounder. It's getting very, very chilly. I'm not complaining. I'm just making a point that if you're not here, you get no idea it's getting very, very cold on this Wednesday night. Winner goes on to host Hume in the semi-finals. Oakley and Melbourne Serbia in the other one.
See this?
And all on the line. We've got about 12 minutes to settle it, boys.
This boy's not a bad player.
Sawyer threads it through for Brennan, who spins out of trouble. Theatrical stuff. And Sawyer, well, you don't see him getting out-muscled, but he was then by Jamal Ali. He just tumbled over the line, and it's going to be Yaron Sosa to restart it for the Warriors. So into the deep, dark depths of this one on this Friday night. Collins lofts one.
A bit of hit and hope that.
Idara is beaten
Too
to
strong,
it summarily by Sawyer. You're right, he was too strong. Brennan tried to chip it over the top. Ali with the header away. Sawyer with the shot on the run, and Collins was the man on the spot. And Sosa saves us from the corner. So good stuff under it's a fair bit of pressure.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that the captain, number 9 for Hellas, is coming off the defence. Nobody's going with him, and he's getting the ball, and he can do things with it. That's a great ball.
Lampard, it sits high in the air, far side of that 6-yard box.
Well
good stuff. Good stuff by
Nico.
Really good.
Whoa.
Oh, I tell you, it's desperate stuff in tight quarters right now.
Feisty.
Feisty is the best word for it. Pelos lofted for Sawyer, intercept from AJ. This is gripping stuff. It's terrific stuff on this Wednesday night. We've played 80, 10 to come in this cup tie. It's 1-1. If you just joined us, you missed the best bits. But, oh, well, who knows? 54, Yokogawa. Heidelberg 1-0. 67, Andy Brennan 1-1. 10 to come. Really looking forward to these last 10 minutes as the curtain comes down on a magnificent cup tie.
Fitness is now a big.
Idara back for Ali. Ali sits back on his heels. So 10 minutes to come in this one. But again, just remind you, on Friday night, the Avondale game, 2 goals, I think one in the 90th and one in the 91st or something along those lines. Player goes to ground. Sawyer stands over him, looms over him like...
he just left his foot in.
He's standing there. It looked like... I don't know what it looked like, Kenny. Just make me shut up sometimes. South Melbourne player tumbles to ground. Brennan, fans are... You can tell there's a real palpable sense of tension around the ground at the moment.
There's more...
Stabbed and goes airborne. It's not long enough for Lampard. Ellis is back there doing the work. Slow turning circle, and the Warriors just holding their ground as we edge toward full time. Damn it, I knew this happened on the coldest night of the year. Well, he's got some pace about him. He goes against Painter Andrews. The judgment was spot on by Painter Andrews, though. Collins with a bouncer, awkward for Shepherd, did well. Idara back for Collins. Mo Idara sallies forth and trundles into the front half once again. The diminutive number 20. Gorman went to ground. He was never going to draw a free kick there. Brennan waits. The judgment is almost spot on. How about the slide in for Olsen, though? Was really good. Brennan comes again. He's been wonderful tonight for South Melbourne. Turned away by AJ. Olsen filling in at full back is Olsen for Zara, who went off the ground. Shepherd.
Well played.
He had to work really hard for it, and he did. And Ellis.
Just make him play it back. Make him play it back.
He looked for a 7-iron into the path of Ali, but
we can get
wasn't on. Ali nearly got the pick off. He set up that first goal. He's capable of those irrepressible moments as Jamal Ali. But in the meantime, well, that was soft.
Soft free kick.
That was really soft. Oh, dear. Just feel the body pressure and go to ground, but it comes off sometimes. But I'm going to say it again, it's a 1-1 game, but the referee's done, I think, particularly well tonight to allow them some latitude. And,
there's been a couple of instances where you thought he might have pulled it up, but he's tried to let play flow, and obviously if there's no advantage, then he pulls him up.
So I'm going to give him a rap, Michael Mammoth. I never mention him, but well done to Michael Mammoth.
Well, he's earning his money.
I reckon he's done all right. He's been fair dinkum. And fair dinkum.
Well,
we are inside the last 7 minutes. Somebody keep an eye on the fourth official.
I'd say at least 5 minutes.
Oh, trouble here.
Let him go.
Harrison Sawyer got the loose ball rolling in front of him. Hooks it back, angles it back. Danger for the Warriors. Lampard is there, but so is Jamal Ali, is it?
Yeah. Yes.
So good stuff to avert the danger again. And the referee's having a word to a couple of players. Don't know why. Jordan Lampard with the throw. Deep forward left. Southern Road in. 1-1 game. Ali again with the clearance. The only man, the only outfielder back is Jake Marshall. He sits back on his haunches. Angles it outside for Yankovic. South Melbourne, patient now. Yankovic again, looking for an avenue to open.
That's it. Push
but it's
him up.
not happening. Archibald.
That's better. Good. That's good. Good shape.
Barcia
Just got to rush the fullback.
steps
That's where he
hesitatingly toward the front half. Sends a bouncer in the direction of Jordan Lampard, who hooks it back into the danger zone, and Zoya is robbed at his feet by Big Ben Collins, who's almost robbed in return by his opposite number 3. It is a mad scramble as we head toward the line. 84, nearly 85 minutes played.
Sure.
Ellis and
from
Lampard went to ground trying to draw a free kick. Nothing doing, thank goodness. 5 minutes to come. When Melbourne City Toyota wins the Management Insurance Brokers Cup tie action on a frigid Wednesday night, we may well be here until it does. I think you were pointing out before it's going down to 1 or -1 or something crap. We'll be here when that happens, the way we're going. Shepherd.
Oh no.
Well, he got it right, Olsen.
Well played.
Well, Painter Andrews was robbed by Jaden Gorman. Gorman stops and starts, and ball goes out of play. Well, it does now, and it's going to be a throw into the Warriors. That was good stuff by Jaden Gorman into the game. Not too long back, actually. Warriors have sent on 3 of their substitutes. And the ball cannons from Marshall off Nagua and out of play. And it'll be a South Melbourne throw-in as we hit 86 minutes.
Yeah, he's on 86. Yeah,
86 minutes. If you just tune in, Warriors led on 54. Andy Brennan equalising on 67, and that's the way it stays.
No, keeper.
You want it to get a decent bounce, don't you, for Benny Collins?
The communication from the goalkeepers have just stayed and they could just headed it back to him, but anyway, that's gone now.
We haven't been overwhelmed by scoring chances at either end, and yet it's been such an engaging struggle. It really, really has. Nobody has left.
I think
people have enjoyed it.
The chances that have been created by both teams has been probably fairly sparse, but saying that both teams are fighting for the victory. Just have to say, I keep a broken record, just have to keep a discipline, keep a shape.
86, 87 minutes played. Painter Andrews had fairly tepid effort from the throw-in, but it's walked in. Oh no! That's Bernardo. That's terrible for the Warriors, but wonderful for South Melbourne. Ellis. It bounced around, and Bernardo was Johnny on the spot. Well, he was Nahuel on the spot. Let's look at that again.
Just fairly innocuous headers. You know, you just got to clear them.
And that, that may be the curtain being drawn on this one. Nahuel Bernardo. But don't say a word, because we saw what happened on Friday night against Avondale.
Look,
so on 87.
It's fantastic he scored a goal, but I think this guy thinks he's won the World Cup.
Oh dear. Well, I guess
in this situation, as long as the referee adds the time on, I've got no problem. Look, they're just ambling back to the halfway line.
Well, I will say this much, Kenny Taylor.
So it's not even
and 88 minutes, Melbourne City Toyota wins the Management Insurance Brokers. There's still some time to come. Don't worry, it ain't over till it's over. But what I will say, Ken Taylor,
got to go for it.
What I will say, Benny Collins launches it long. Can't reach it. Warriors led. They haven't lost here for well, near on a year and 3 months. But right now they're on the cusp of perhaps getting
Offside.
bounced by their oldest and significant rivals. They'll turn it over. Don't give up hope yet. Aidara, 88-40 played. Ali,
Just need a bit more movement up front.
Collins, Fetahajic.
Nelson.
What I will say, Kenny, is right now, despite the circumstances, 40 years ago, I could never have dreamt I'd be sitting here calling such a wonderful game between two such wonderful clubs with a great club champion like you, mate. I just want to acknowledge that. It's when I was a kid, you only dreamt of stuff like that. It's been brilliant to call the game with you again tonight.
Well, again, the
89.
it's never over till it's over, but you've just got to try and.
So Collins goes airborne.
Let's go anyway.
And out of play, the sands of time
the last
are
minute.
spilling through the hourglass.
I think it'll be 5 minutes.
Keep an eye on that.
It's
Somebody
5
keep
minutes.
an eye on the fourth official.
100% it's 5 minutes.
100% it's 5 minutes. Beautiful. So
It is. You can see it from here.
well, I can't.
Offside.
I'm watching the
He's
play.
offside.
300 seconds plus the next sevens.
No, he's going down. He was actually offside. He's going down. Here we go.
So it was. You are correct, Kitty. Why would you be anything other? Melbourne City Toyota, Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, on a brilliant night.
Yeah, look, it's
maybe the end of the penny section for the Warriors. 22 games undefeated at home, a record at Olympic Village. But South Melbourne Hellas, well, who else?
Well,
the old rivals.
I think if you've come along here as a neutral, I think you'd be quite happy with what you've seen, because it's been a pretty good contest.
It's been magnificent, Kenny. That's what it's been.
Here we go.
Sawyer just got under a little.
Right.
Warriors might get a break. Ellis is the man on the end of that. Ellis went to go first time. Gee, look at the desperation. He just wants it, doesn't he? Jordan Lampard. He was just desperate, Jordan Lampard. It's going to be a throw-in. Lee. Collins. Well, we saw the drama on Friday night against Avondale, so just don't go anywhere, folks. We've got about 4 minutes of time added on still to play. But right now, South Melbourne are going to be hosting Hume City in the semi-finals of the 114th edition of the Dockerty Cup here in Victoria.
I know it sounds quite negative for the Warriors, but I just think that Hellas seem to want it more.
Well, right now they're running on top
the
of the
second half,
surface.
obviously they came from behind. They got the goal, got the momentum, but it's any goals, it's a mistake, but it's just disappointing. Probably send him off now.
Oh, yeah. So the two great big sides of meat there falling out the back of a butcher's van.
He's certainly been their best player, number 7, Brennan.
Brennan's been magnificent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's played well.
So Collins keeps it on the deck, up Route 1. Gorman.
Just got to get bodies in the box and get into the box.
No. Gorman again for Muir, and then back for Olsen.
No.
Yeah, I think you feel like with Hughes in the rack.
Isn't he offside either?
He's made a difference since he's come on.
Yeah, look, he's obviously...
He's a presence, isn't he?
He's a focal point for them, sort of thing. But again, he seemed to have...
good stuff. Collins held his ground.
Well done. They seem to be getting the second ball. The ball drops. There seems to be a Hellas player that seems to be picking it up.
We need something right out of the magician's hat right now. Sawyer. Bernarda's in the middle.
He'll just run it.
Sawyer, long loafing strides. Kane Shepherd brings him down outside the penalty area.
Yeah.
Yellow card. Kane Shepherd will go in the book.
Yeah, it was just
awkward.
He played for that sort of thing. He was just hopeful it was another yard and he would get a penalty.
So we've got a clock on the stoppage. Got one to go. Yeah, 60 seconds. 60 seconds away from an end to the cup run, the Dockerty Cup run. They're still in the Australia Cup, kids. So don't worry about that. But, they won't be reaching the semi-finals for the third year in a row. You don't think right now the Warriors. Time is being eroded, eaten away as
Well,
we speak.
if you're Hellas, you just knock the ball sideways and take it to the corner. You just wait for just waste time.
Brennan's there, Sawyer's there, Bernarda's there.
He's obviously going to try and hit a free kick here.
Brennan.
My granny could have done better.
Well, he's allowed one for the night because he's been otherwise magnificent, Andy Brennan.
But see, that's a situation where you're just basically giving the ball back to the opposition.
Well, that will. You would think there'd be maybe one more
attack.
Turn of the roulette wheel, but thanks to Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, it's a 2-1 game. Hellas off the mat tonight to win this one. Collins launches himself upfield, skidding one, low one over the head of Noor, away by Lampard. And well, he's unloaded unceremoniously. I don't think it was too much in it.
That's just a...
Yeah. he'd be getting up smiling a bit, that I reckon. That's Max Mikla.
Unfortunately, I think there's somewhere in this cold weather there's a fat lady singing.
Yes.
Again, to me, he's obviously got a bit of cramp. He doesn't need to milk it. He's got the free kick.
Yeah.
Just move on. Look at now.
Well, South Melbourne, they'll get their first win here in 5 years. They're only a matter of seconds away. Harrison Sawyer's there.
That's it. He's
blind one
watch.
over the shoulder by Yokokawa. And that is that. The Cup Road.
No. 24 should get a hold of himself. He's having a go at the goalkeeper.
Noel Bernardo, he's heated up, but let it go, son.
Absolutely.
You've won the game.
You've won the game.
South Melbourne Hellas come from behind to win by 2-1 on this chilling Wednesday night in the Cup semi-final play. South Melbourne Hellas will go on to play
Hume City.
Hume City in the semi-finals of the Dockerty Cup. Quick recap on the scores. Thanks to Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers on 54. Yokokawa for Heidelberg. But then Andy Brennan, man of the match, on 67. And Nahuel Bernarda on 87 minutes. And Hellas go through to the semi-finals. And that's all she wrote. You can't say much. The Hellas supporters will celebrate. It's been their first win here for a very long time. Yeah. Kenny Taylor, your quick summary of tonight's... it was a great game. It was a gripping game.
Great contest.
Yeah, great contest.
Both teams at it sort of thing. I just felt in the second half, after about 5, 10, 15 minutes, Hellas just seemed to have a bit more of an impetus. They seemed to have a bit more of a will to kind of win. They got the goal to equalise, and obviously that does give them impetus. And then they've taken it, and they're obviously going to the supporters.
They
probably can name their supporters.
But they will celebrate this one. Look, it's been a hard-fought victory.
Again, smart play for them. Did all right. So disappointing.
Thanks, mate. Sorry, I'll just my fan club again. Now look. That's all we've got. The Cup Road has ended, and I'll just say once again to John Byrne on camera, to Johnny Fodinos, who's not over here tonight, to Spielberg, who's just been an absolute gem to me along the way, and Kenny Taylor. I'm calling a game of football between two famous clubs with a legend as you are. What the game's given me shitloads more than I've given it.
Oh no, Greg, you've given the game a lot as well. No. You've given it back, sort of thing. So I think you should take some kudos to that.
Well, look, if I'm not on air again, and I don't think I will be, I just want to say to everybody who's been so kind along the journey, to all the players that have given me all the thrills along the way. Including you, Ken Taylor.
Look, what's happened, Greg, you've just got to realise, I can remember going back to the days when you used to support us, which you still do. You've got to remember that somebody's given you an opportunity to do something, and you've taken that, and you've taken it with gusto. You've done well on TV, you've done well as a commentator, and again, full marks to you, and hopefully we do see you again. But if we don't, fantastic. Great
Kenny,
job,
you're a beauty. Thanks to everybody, Nick. Sincerely to you, pal. Thank you for everything along the way. No, don't. No, not tonight. Not tonight. I know, we've got to wind it up. Thank you to everybody over the
Anyway,
last
congratulations to Ellis. Commiserations to the
to the
Warriors.
home side.
It's,
It was a great game. I'm glad I was here.
Well, they've broken the hoodoo.
Yep. And for 40 years of enjoyment, thank you to everybody. And I'll say for one more stupid bloody time, doesn't matter where you go, what you do, who you see, what you know, you're always going to be part of Warrior Nation. We'll catch you later. Cheers.